What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So we just got a brand new preview of the Souls-like game Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. This game looks really nice, but now we have more information, and the preview, which was published in the Chinese media, Bilibili, and also the IGN China, has shown some very interesting stuff. So let's start off, guys. Number one, the devs say that they have actually made improvements to the protagonist to be much more smoother and be much more attractive, in line like Eve from Stellar Blade. So they took a page from the Stellar Blade book and they said, you know what, we can make our character even more attractive for the gamers, and this is a win in my books. Next one, the game has greatly evolved from the clumsy reveal in 2021. A by-the-book Souls-like game in terms of mapping, progression, and boss design, which personally for me, I don't mind because I just love Souls-likes. I'm pretty sure most of you guys also like them. Interconnected maps further expand by shortcuts and also defeating bosses and other gimmicks, which again is really cool. It kind of gives you the feeling that everything is connected and organic and it's not just like one straight line. Next one. The combat is very fluid and very satisfying, more actiony rather than relying on RPG elements. So again, it's all about skill, just like in Elden Ring. If you're really good, you can defeat bosses with being under-leveled, which is really nice. Souls-like character progress with a spin of a massive Diablo-like or Path of Exile-like skill tree. You can't unlock all of them, unlock all of them, all of the nodes. You need to pick and specialize in a single direction. Now, the build variety is potentially great with different weapons, because they have confirmed there's going to be different types of weapons having different specializations. Also, the respec is going to be very easy and cost-free. Again, that's really good news for us, because you don't want to spend hours trying to farm again, respec. It just gets annoying, right? Which is really good. Next one. Perfect dodge and parry will generate a unique resource called Fallen Feathers, which can dynamically enhance combat skills such as shortening the charge attack time or other gimmicks. Again, it's almost like rewarding an aggressive playstyle, like being on your toes, not being defensive and just blocking. So dodging and parrying can reward you to give you a much more enriching combat style, which again is really cool. Next one, the art style is a highlight with the inspiration from the Ming Dynasty and folklores from China. Again, really cool. I dig it, guys. Really exciting. Then we have some more articles online which have said that the game is even having more stuff in it, which is really cool. During the game, players will upgrade Wu Chang's arsenal and master new skills gathered from fallen enemies. So I guess when you kill certain enemies, they leave behind certain abilities. This reminds me of Black Myth Wukong. When you kill like specific mini bosses, you gain their transformation, or skill ability, which is quite interesting, right? So I guess they kind of got inspired from that point of view. The fighting style can be enhanced by sacrificing the elusive red mercury, I guess this is like the resource, the souls, right? And developing new techniques picked up during your journey. Powerful enchantments to the weapons in Wu Chang's arsenal can be added as well to tailor the player's favorite combat style. So I guess in enchantments they talk about maybe different styles, like do you want to use it for like charged attacks, or you get a buff when you parry, stuff like that. I mean, it's basically kind of giving you an edge in different playstyles. Wu Chang is going to go through forgotten temples, overgrown ruins, and like to face against grotesque abominations that draw out on ancient Chinese lore. As the player and Wu Chang piece together her lost memories, the choices will reportedly lead you to one of several endings, in a major change from unusual Asian titles. The endings will be based on the decisions you make, the secrets you uncover, and the allies you have chosen. So guys, this is really cool, because that means that we are going to get a lot more options here right now. In terms of the backstory of the character, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers is set in the land of Shu during the late Ming Dynasty, during a time of war that is only worsened by a mysterious disease that spawns monstrous creatures. Players will have to become the title of Wu Chang, a skilled pirate warrior stricken with amnesia who must explore this hilarious island or land while suffering from the terrifying feathering disease, which is of course the disease, which also I guess it gives you some of the powers you can use in the game, which is really cool. So guys, this is quite exciting. Also, the game, by the way, is going to be available on the Game Pass day one. So if you don't want to spend lots of money, just like $10, you can just get the game on day one, pay $10, play it for a month, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess this is a really cool thing because, you know, this game company is quite new. They have not made any proper games so far. The only game they really made was like a cyberpunk sci-fi VR interactive movie called AD2047, which I guess, you know, is very different, right? So they're going from there to like a Souls-like dynamic combat game with like dashing and dodging and special skills and evasions. And we all know that the input lag, if it has input lag, it can be distressful. It can just destroy the game altogether. So I'm hoping that, you know, they fix any issues they may have and the performance is really good and doesn't have any stuttering, because all those minor issues, especially in a Souls-like game, can be disastrous. So they have to make sure that the game releases in 2025 at the best possible rate, because the first impression of Souls game is very, very important. If you get it wrong, people will not come back to it, because the worst thing that people hate is frustration in a Souls game, because it's bad enough you have to fight against difficult monsters. If it's punishing because of, you know, performance issues and stuttering and freezes and whatever, or like input lag or stuff like that, then people will just abandon it. So I'm hoping that they're going to make a good job. The gameplay looks really good, and again, the previews from China, from IGN China, they have said that, you know, the input is really good, it's very fluid, it's very enjoyable so far, at least in the demo. So we're hoping that this is going to be a game that potentially delivers some really good quality gameplay. So guys, that's it for today's video on Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Make sure to add it to your Steam wish list or buy it on the Game Pass, because it definitely looks to be one of those games that kind of like deserve your support, especially if you like Souls-like games, if you like attractive characters, and also you like basically the folklore of China, you know, the monsters, everything, same as Black Myth Wukong, then definitely this is a must buy for you for 2025. Guys, that's it for this one. As always, see you later in the next videos.